Hi there, I'm Phil Neely. Cheryl and I formed Ravens Incorporated about 10 years ago. We work in north central Mexico in the rugged Sierra Madre Mountains, the Copper Canyon region, with a primitive group of people known as the Tarahumara. They number about 100,000. They're the largest unreached people group closest to the United States. They fled up there about 500 years ago to get away from the conquistadors. Their particular worldview makes them one of the most difficult peoples, according to missiologists, one of the most difficult peoples to reach. The Tarahumara have a cultural phenomenon that they call the Tesquiyana. What this means is about once a month or bi-monthly, they'll get together with their neighbors for a drunken party or brawl. Anything and everything happens during this time. When they accept Christ, we ask them, or in fact we require them, to stop going to these. I don't think we had fully understood that this was so deeply ingrained in their culture that there's an empty hole that results because of this that needs to be filled with something good and wholesome. About 2 years ago, our director, Cruz Velasquez, asked a pastor from Juarez, Armando Olag, to come down and to begin teaching music to our young people. Tarahumara young people took to these music lessons immediately, and we began taking down used instruments a few at a time, and the kids, when they're not in school, they're there wanting to practice on those instruments, and as a result we have a very dynamic little youth band that has formed. But even out in the remote areas, the phenomena that we've begun to see is that if we'll use Tarahumara playing in Tarahumara to their own people, that it meets a deep need in their life for celebration. One of the things that's recently happened in one of our remote villages was that the pastor invited a trio of young Tarahumara men to come up and to play for them. These young men had acquired some old sound equipment and 2 or 3 guitars, and so they came up and he had promoted it, and to his surprise there was about 200 showed up for this event. He said the people wouldn't let them sit down. They played until 4 o'clock in the morning and slept for a few hours and got up and did it all over again. The Tarahumara young people have a love for music the same as you do. Music has always been central to Pentecostal worship and expression down through many, many decades, and we're seeing it also have an impact upon the Tarahumara culture when it's done by Tarahumara in their own language, playing to their own people. You students sitting there at the Fine Arts Festival tonight in Copper Mountain have a unique opportunity. You have the ability to impact the young people of the Sierra Madres through musical instruments. We believe that with the acquisition of these instruments, that these young people in our local Samachique church and then other surrounding churches, that God is going to use these young people to impact their own culture through singing and playing in Tarahumara, and God's going to use this as a direct route to the heart of an unreached peoples group. Thank you for helping us in this endeavor to reach the Tarahumara through using music to reach their hearts.